Hi, good day and welcome to today's vlog. So, for today's vlog, my face won't be present. I'll only be talking in the background. This will be recording. Which will be present though is the photos that I'll be showing you guys of what I've found in documenting my site. So, just talking about how I came about the sites and how I stumbled upon them. I just want to point out the frustration that is found in actually making these site visits possible. I don't know if one of you listening in has found the same frustration that I have, but to put in perspective, it's basically 6 weeks of grueling and asking and begging, and still you don't get anywhere. I actually, how I came upon this is using Backtracks. Luckily, one night I've been out shopping and I saw that there was a live renovation going on. I also apparently project manager's details, and the next day I visited him at the site itself. And when I met him, just a really nice guy, I told him about my frustration, and he said he totally understands and he agrees, and I don't have to worry. He's got two sites organized for me, so getting one would be good. Having two is absolutely spectacular. So for my first site, I did Next, which is a fashion brand for adolescents and um, I think mainly adolescents. Yes, it's not a well-known brand in South Africa. It's actually from overseas coming in now. So my brand research on this is very rusty and still needs to be updated. But as we go along, I will explain what I've seen throughout this. So I will be taking you through some photos of this space. Um, this video vlog might be delayed as they uh, said they only give me permission to release this uh, 2 days after they open because of the privacy procedures they have. So for my first photo, I'm just really gonna skip through this really quickly. Let's just fill in with the slides. The first one is a bracket that actually attached to the slightly slanted mirror attached to the wall, and the mirror, you can see how they try the different angles and just keep it exposed. It fits with the brand identity. And then next is the rack, so you can see it's slightly extended just to so that you can slot it in much easier and take it out quicker again. Note the exposed use of material, then how it's attached to the wall, which it actually goes through the wall and is attached at the back. There you can see the overall rack, which is the look they're going for. Yeah, some accessory racks as well. Easy system, slightly pinned. If you'll note throughout the space, looking at the material blocking they use for different zones um, for the space is very interesting. This is also labeling, very easy system. You can change it around. You can see again the racks that you can actually just take out, put in. So this makes it easier for the consumer, not of the shop itself, but the shop that bought this, how they use that to their advantage. Just some lighting. This is interesting to see actually how they used for this fire extinguisher, even the backing that fits with the brand identity. Very cool. The lights, special design lights for to fit in the brand identity and to cast out any other shadows that might be found. This is also for the visual merchandising on the wall, which they did zone blocking as I mentioned earlier. There again you can see just from a far angle how they use that. And then again you can see the different zone blocking on the wood as well, how that's used. The bracket behind where you can change your levels of shelving. This is as you previously seen the sign as well, how the signs which is just cool luminous perspex finished off and front. This is again structured, very structured. Just how I took of how the shop actually looked on that day. And again, you can see the use of materials that is very contrasting and exposed, natural versus unnatural, which is very cool. Then they made use of the of necessary requirements, safety requirements, which is good to see that the malls are enforcing that really well. I mean, it is the law. So just took some photos of that, and then back of house really, where the staff quarters, where they will be functioning when they're not in the shop itself. So where the server will be located, and also the PA. It sounds to me like. So yes. Then moving on to the next site would be at home, that would be run by the same project manager. This is actually a live renovation, which means one half of the shop is actually in full function, which when the other half is still busy with their redecorating and revamping. Yes, there we go. This site was very difficult though, as it's still in the beginning stages. They're still busy unpacking their shelving, which you can see, it's still a very rough process, but then nothing really going on. Really struggled to get some answers out of these guys to understand what they're doing. So setting up a meeting with the project manager next would be the efficient way to go. They're still busy with the grouting on that tile, so just re-grouting everything, just refinalizing. Yes, as you can see there, the next photo will be of the electrical components that they actually just strap off, just to ensure safety there, and to ensure that's out of the way when they're painting and so on. As you can see again, the repainting marks, you can actually see them really closely. Then I stumbled upon some plans of TDC, which explain the light layout of the ceiling very well, even the HVAC. So very interesting to note that the next plan would actually be a detailed plan of all the details that they need to take note of. It was really interesting to stumble upon this and just look through it and see how these interior design companies actually work and how they bring the profession through. As you can see again, shelving wrapped, and the next one would be the shades as wrapped. So this is the two sites that I've documented. It's difficult to document if there's no one really on site by the time you're there. So this is the most